Welcome to the ripple effect of love for dads and families. Today, for episode 78, I believe it is. Sorry, my page turned it. Happens to the best of us. Almost there. For episode 78, the power of turning tension into connection. So, yesterday we had the joy of talking with Craig Lee and handling the big emotions. Are they yours? Are they theirs? It's important to pause, right? When there are big emotions, I'd like to invite you, as your go to would be to just pause. Take a deep breath. And if that's not enough, that's when you hop on with the snap, tap, zap. And as you're being triggered or as these big emotions are showing up, whether it be yours or whether it be your children or your spouse, by having you stop and pause and prioritize how you are feeling in your own body. I haven't talked much about how does your body feel, a little bit here and there, but what I'd like to share today is the importance of this, how some of the secrets are hidden in our in how our body feels so that we can transform our mindset and our family dynamics. How does that sound today? Hope it sounds good. So, how do we do this? First of all, we need to practice when we are calm, centered, and grounded, right? Because then you can develop that reflex. The first time you got on a bike, were you able to just a two-wheeler and take off, or did you need to practice? Very few kids get on, and within two or three tries, they're riding their two-wheeler bike and they have this amazing balance and they're doing great. Some kids, they'll be 7 years old before they get it, even though they started at 3 or 4, because they have different challenges, different obstacles showing up, different fears, different abilities, right? So when we are shifting our mindsets, when we want to listen to understand the other one, it's important we start by listening to ourselves and hearing what our body is telling us. You might be saying, "Oh, Christine, I don't get what you're talking about," and it's okay. Just bear with me a few more minutes and try this with me and see how this might resonate with you. Let's try it together. So we'll snap, or if you want to clap, tap on the collarbone point. Here's my collarbone. Here's the collarbone point. Taking a deep breath in, going to the train station, and relaxing the body before we exhale. And then I want you to imagine that you have x-ray vision. I know nobody has x-ray vision. It's okay. I want you to imagine. And I want you to scan from the tip of your toes. Are your toes nice and relaxed? Are they all crunched up? And keep going nice and slow. In the beginning, we need to do it slowly until we've mastered this step. So, scanning from the tip of our toes, going up our ankles, our legs, our knees, our thighs, our hips, our basin, our spine, our shoulders, and finally all the way to the top of the head. Maybe you just noticed you had a slight headache. What do we do when we have a slight headache or tension in the head? We make a C shape around the ears. We breathe in. We relax the shoulders and we exhale that onto the hot air balloon. Or maybe you noticed a tightness in the back of your lower back. So let's take a deep breath in, noticing that, paying attention to it on a scale of 1 to 10. How intense is it? Is it at a 1? Is it at a 10 out of 10? 10 out of 10 is like really, really painful. So noticing it, thanking your body for showing you, and then exhaling that onto the spiraling train. Whatever is ready to be released right now in this moment and time. So, nice deep breath in. Notice where you're feeling tension in your body, or it might be unease, or, it shows up in many different ways. It might be kind of sometimes I get this feeling in my stomach like this. Sometimes I get this feel a weight on my shoulders. That's very possible that you feel that. Whatever it is that you feel, or a cramp in a muscle, thank your body and send that onto the spiraling train. Breathing in through your nose, into your lower belly if possible. Relax the shoulders, pay attention to your body, and exhaling. Breathing in, relaxing the shoulders, and exhaling. Excellent. So now, what do we do? We've paid attention. How's your body feeling? Is it calmer? Are you more attuned to the tension? And how will this help you in your connection with your children, with your spouse? You can share right now. I'm feeling a lot of tension, or I'm feeling some pain in my heart, or some sadness. Can you give me a minute? Have you ever asked your children or your loved one to do this? So, focusing on you is really important, because then they have a different understanding. Instead of saying something like, I can't deal with this. What information are you giving them when you say I can't deal with this? Are you really helping them understand what's going on inside of you? So basically you're saying, I need my life jacket. I'm out at sea. I need my life jacket to step into to save myself. And right now I hear you arguing, and I know you can't save me because you need your life jacket as well. So why don't I share how I'm feeling right now? Can you please give me a moment? I need to go self-regulate. I need to attune to what's going on, or I don't understand what's going on, and I need to tune in to me first. And as soon as I'm ready, I'll be right back and I'll be able to listen to you. So that's in the beginning stages. As we get better at it, we're probably able to just quickly snap, tap, and zap while they're talking. We're self regulating ourselves. And often, what the other person is saying is they're talking about something that, yes, they're angry. What are they angry? What are they really angry about? If they're complaining about the toothbrush that you didn't place it, or something like that, today we know, or today you're learning, that you need to look behind that. A child who shows up and is grumpy, well, you didn't do anything? Okay, so what is it? What is going on? What happened? That, when you left your child to go to school, they were in a good mood. They're coming back, they're grumpy. So why do you need to self-regulate? That's a very good question. In my opinion, you need to self-regulate so that you keep your whole nervous system calm, so that you don't get triggered by what they're saying or how they are acting. right? Because if they start rolling their eyes, most people don't like it when children roll their eyes at them. And so they get very triggered right into an emotion because there's a learned habit from when you were young, right? Were you allowed to roll your eyes? Mm-mm. So then it makes it a bit more of a challenge for you to be able to stay present and not be triggered by how you were treated when you rolled your eyes as a little one. I know, complex, isn't it? All this emotional stuff, all this mental stuff. Is it worth it? Yes, it is so worth it. And sending you heartfelt love if you are going through some challenging times right now so that you can have the courage. It takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of determination. You need to be brave to embrace something that isn't mainstream yet. We hear more and more about mental health, emotional well being. We're hearing more and more about EQ, emotional quotient. But it's all about building that resilience, that emotional resilience. And if nobody taught you how, and you had parents that were explosive or that were always frustrated or overwhelmed or depressed or whatever chronic um, way of being they had, you might have bought into some of it. Not all of it, because you're strong and you're courageous. And I know that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So, how are you going to take it one step further? By attuning and being patient with how your body feels, acknowledging your body, thanking your body, and asking, oh, what is that about? Oh, feel danger. You don't feel safe, don't feel heard, are usually the way deep down things. So if something happened with your child at school, they come home grumpy. How can you deal with this quickly, well, efficiently, but easily in a manner that is supportive? So you could ask, oh, how did it make, whatever happened to you, how did it make you feel? So right away, you're going to how the child feels. And you're not going into the story that can take 15, 20 minutes. How did what happened today make you feel? And they might be say the obvious, grumpy. Did you feel heard? Did you feel loved? Did you feel seen? Did you feel valued? Those are questions you can ask so that you can get right to the core of the issue with your children. And then they will spill the beans out. And then okay, this is the tough one, but I know you're tough. I know you can do this, dads and families that are watching. Where is that showing up in you? Because yesterday we talked about it, and I've said it many times. Our children are our best teachers. So, whatever hurt they come back with, where are you holding that within you? Where is that hurt showing up within you? Who treated you that way when you were little that you are willing to put that onto the spiraling train, put that onto the hot air balloon, or give me a quick call, book a call, and see how I can support you directly for that issue. So, taking a deep breath, relaxing the shoulders, and exhaling. Notice how you feel now. Do you feel calmer? Do you feel more at peace? Do you feel you have another tool, a more profound tool to get right to the core issue of what's going on with your beautiful child? It's important to keep that momentum and be part of the ripple effect of love for dads and families. If you meet someone and you're talking about the ripple effect of love for dads and they're like, oh gosh, what are you doing that for? Ask them, would you like the link? If they say no, thank you, move on and talk about sports or whatever else it is topic that you have with this friend. There's no need to convince them. There's no need to have them put you down because you're on a great journey. You're taking care of yourself and you're learning emotional intelligence. You're learning emotional resilience for you, for your children, and hopefully for your spouse because you deserve it, because you are worth it, because you are worthy of taking care of yourself first. We all need to put our oxygen mask on first, just like we do in airplanes. Learning to self regulate is the most important strategy. And if you know Annie Lala, who's a love coach, she will tell you the same thing. Learn to self regulate. It's the baseline. It's the baseline. So imagine all children learning that today. What a beautiful gift. It is one of the best gifts, in my opinion, of course, that you can give your children because they will use this. They will learn to self regulate. They may learn to use Snap Tap Zap. They may be able to, after using Snap Tap Zap for a year or two, say, I can just do the breath, right? Tune in and exhale and be good that way. And that's perfect because there are many different ways to self regulate. I have found that if you're tapping at the same time as you're doing your breath work, you're calming that amygdala, that survival mode that wants to run away and hide or wants to fight or, you know, or wants to just lay there and do nothing, procrastination. So, hope this was helpful. In the chat, how has focusing on you, because that's what we've been working on since the beginning in November 2024, woohoo, or December, how has focusing on you made a difference for you? And how has it made a difference for your family? I'd love to hear. And I wish you all the best on your journey and take great care of yourself. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, here's a cute picture of the Snap Tap Zap so that to support your kiddos in learning. So if you need to contact me or if you'd like to contact me to find out more how I can support you, it would be my pleasure to have a quick chat with you. Take great care of yourself and remember, tune in to your attention so then you can improve the connection